Today we are going to be following the makeup steps of Uche Natori. If you're on TikTok, she is known as the base queen. Her makeup base eats every single time and she loves a good matte base, whereas I love a good hydrating base because I do have really dry skin. But today we are going to try her steps, use her products that she also uses. I have quite a few of them, so we're going to implement it and maybe tweak the steps a little bit to suit my skin type. But let's get started.
You need to have your skin prep down. Otherwise, it doesn't even matter what you are doing on your base because it's not gonna slap. So I like to do a twofer. Twofer is basically like a two-step. If you've watched any of my tutorials before or you've watched me on YouTube, I love to mix products and I love to do 2 steps for a lot of steps just to get the perfect finish. I love matte makeup, but that doesn't mean that you don't take care of your skin. My brows quite generously in this. Just use the brush end, brush it up, and then I just scoop it. All you need to make sure is that, I like to do this with my finger, but I just like scoop over top just to make sure the residue's gone. Otherwise it will interfere with your foundation. Don't worry about the white cast because it will fade. Clean up under brows. I've been using my Too Faced Born This Way multi-use in butterscotch for the absolute longest time, and I like to use a brush like this, like a flat brush. Mine's obviously absolutely filthy, but this is P. Louise 7032, and I just make a little palette on the back of my hand. And then to finish off prepping the skin, I'm going to use my Fenty Soft Matte. I swear by this. Such a difference in my makeup when I don't use this. I look absolutely frightening. For foundation, I mix in NARS Natural Long Wear and NARS Soft Matte. I like to apply my foundation with a flat brush like this. This is just from Estee Lauder, their foundation brush. You can use any flat brush. And then at this point, I'll also clean up the blend it out with a dense brush. This is Morphe M439. Any dense brush like this will be your best friend. I know people say, do I match to my neck? Do I match to my shoulders? Do I match to my chest? I don't think it matters too much because sometimes I go, this is arguably my favorite concealer. It never leads me astray. Huda Beauty Faux Filter. Really like the colouring of this. Just to sculpt my nose and then bring it out. To take it down to sculpt my nose and bring it out. Contour is such a big topic. I put it on the cheekbone, not in the hollow, not beneath, on the cheekbone. We do the wolfy vibes, okay? So we just come up here. I like to do the tip of my nose. And then the only thing I never ever blend out on my face is my upper lip. I paint it onto my upper lip and I just leave that. I let it dry down and do whatever it needs to do. The jaw, Hourglass, I think this is just their foundation brush. I like to use something quite dense and small because you want to really concentrate the blend in. I like to blend out my contour while my under eye is just vibing, sitting, chilling to really bring that shape. Foundation blurring from Smashbox has been in my kit for years. Blend that gap between them so it really connects. This is what I mean about the foundation not really being too precious because you're going to blend, well, I blend my bronzer down anyway. About me, I love a heavy bronzer. That is where I feel like my face really blend the under eye with this E8 from Morphe. This actually is discontinued. Love this. But any small dense brush is perfect. I like to let it dry down because see how it only moves to where I'm putting it? Very meticulous about placement, so I need things to say exactly where I put them. I added a bit more product accidentally so you can see this one blended out more seamlessly. My beauty final step of product, we're going to take the same concealer but this time in 4.5 granola. You can use it with a brush too, but I prefer the sponge. You don't need to leave it to dry down, you can blend it out straight away. This just adds like a touch of brightness. You can also add the brightness with powder. I tend to do it with both. And this is all about balance. I'll put a tiny bit just in the center, in like the places of my face that light naturally hits. So it doesn't seem like it's just this bit that's bright. So you still got the brightness on the landing there where the light naturally hits, and then on my chin as well. Airbrush Flawless, love. Safe. Use my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in Banana Bread. And I love this brush. It's a fluffy pointed brush from Say. Pat the excess as well on your hand, just so you get, look how much excess comes off. Straight into the under eye, and we set. See, this is why I wanted to use the brush because it's smooth every time. So I do love the one size, but I like that for a different step. I don't like it for this initial step. Too bright and pigmented. This is also very bright and pigmented, but in different ways. Take it here It's because I like to look matte. I'll bring my life back in with bronzer. Fuse it along. You guys know I'm nothing without my wolfy vibes, so I'm going to pop it on here as well. The second step for under eye, I'm going to use my translucent powder from One Size. Oh, it's all just kind of come out everywhere. This is the one where you have to be a bit careful. This powder, I love the way this looks, I can't lie. The dolly look, I'm here for it. Concentrating mainly here. It just takes your makeup to the next level. So I'm going to take this earthy colour. You can't even really see it. That's a shame. This brush is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is an A12, but any large kind of fluffy brush like that. Okay, and that is the eye portion done. I always use MAC Chestnut. Make sure it's sharpened. Make sure it's sharp, okay? Quite plump. I'm so sorry. This is very much discontinued. Anastasia Beverly Hills Starfish. Do you know what might be similar? Huda Beauty board meeting. I need to find that. It's gonna be nice, but I'm not sure. This is Anastasia lip gloss in Undressed. Oh my god, this had the girls under chokehold.
So this is the completed look using Uche's makeup step, and I love the way my base looks. It looks super flawless, and because I use way more powder, I feel like my face feels really set. Things I would have changed is I would have added blush. So she doesn't use a blusher in her steps, but in her other videos she does. So I would have added blusher, and also I did change my eye look and my lip combo to suit my complexion. Anyways, although I did use more products than I usually do, I really do like the outcome. I feel like this looks really good for parties or events. I would definitely be following these steps again. Thank you, Uche.